Welcome to My English Podcast.
Learn, practice, and speak with confidence.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to My English Podcast. I'm Mia, your host, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. Picture me in our cozy virtual cafe, sipping my usual latte, with the sun shining through the window. It's such a warm, happy vibe today, and I can't wait to get started. As always, I've got my awesome co-host, Max, with me, and our amazing language expert, Mrs. Tina. Guys, how's it going?
Yo, Mia. I'm doing awesome, thanks for asking. I'm just chilling with my cappuccino, ready to talk some English. How about you, Mrs. Tina? What's the vibe today?
Oh, Max, Mia, I'm thrilled to be here. I've got my tea as usual, Earl Grey, nice and warm. Today's topic is so exciting, and I'm ready to dive in with you both. It's going to be a fun one.
It totally is. So today we're talking about the 50 most used verbs in English and how native speakers actually use them. Not the boring textbook stuff, but the real, everyday way we talk, like when you're chatting with friends, ordering food, or binge-watching a show. Verbs are like the heartbeat of a sentence, right? They make things happen. We're going to break this down super simply, with lots of examples and tips to help you feel confident using these verbs. Ready to jump in, Max?
Born ready. Mrs. Tina, why don't you start us off? Why are verbs so important and why these 50?
Great question, Max. Verbs are like the engine of your sentence. Without them, nothing moves. Imagine saying, I coffee morning. Sounds weird, right? You need a verb like drink to make it clear. I drink coffee in the morning. The 50 verbs we're talking about today are the ones you hear all the time in English, on TV, in songs, at the store, everywhere. They're the ones natives use to talk about actions, feelings, everything. Once you get comfy with these, you'll sound so natural.
I love that, Mrs. Tina. It's like these verbs are the secret sauce to sounding like a native. So let's start with some of these verbs. Maybe we can go through a few and show how they're used in real life. What's a good one to begin with?
Let's start with be. It's probably the most used verb in English. It's everywhere. You use it to describe things like I am happy, or to say where you are, like she is at the park. It's also a helper verb in sentences like they are running. Natives use be in so many ways, and it's super flexible.
Oh yeah, be is huge. Like I might say, I'm so tired after work, or this cafe is awesome. But sometimes it trips people up, right? Like when do you say am, is, or are?
Exactly, Max. That's a great point. Be changes depending on the subject and tense. So it's I am, you are, he, she, / it is, we are, and they are. In the past, it was for singular and were for plural. The trick is to practice it in real situations. Like when you're talking about yourself, you say, I am. If you're talking about your friend, it's he is or she is. Try it out loud a few times, and it starts to feel natural.
I love that tip, Mrs. Tina. It's like a tiny habit. Just say it out loud a few times. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I'd mess up verbs all the time. I'd say stuff like, I is happy, and my teacher would laugh so hard. Do you guys have any funny stories about messing up be?
Oh man, Mia, you're bringing back memories. When I was learning French, I kept saying je suis for everything, like it was the only verb I knew. One time I meant to say I'm hungry, but I said something like I am food, and my friend was like, Max, are you a sandwich now? Total fail.
Oh, Max, that's hilarious. I've got one too. When I was teaching English abroad, one of my students kept saying I are instead of I am. So one day he walks into class and says, I are king. We all cracked up, and I told him, you're definitely a king, but let's say I am king instead. It's such a common mistake, but it's no big deal. You just laugh, fix it, and keep going.
That's so true. Mistakes are just part of learning, right? Okay, let's do another verb. What's next on the list, Mrs. Tina?
Let's go with have. This one's huge too. You use it to talk about things you own, like I have a dog, or experiences like I have a good time. Natives also use it in tons of expressions like have a shower, have breakfast, or have fun. It's not always about owning something, it's about doing or feeling something too.
Yeah, I use have all the time without thinking. Like this morning I was like, I have to go to the gym, but then I had a second coffee instead. Oops. How do natives make have sound so natural?
Good question. Natives often pair have with specific nouns to make set phrases. Like, you don't say take a shower in English, you say have a shower. It's just how we talk. Or instead of eat breakfast, we say have breakfast. The best way to learn these is to listen and copy. For example, you might hear someone say, I had a great weekend. Try saying that yourself. I had a great weekend. It feels so natural, right?
Totally. I say stuff like I had a blast all the time. Like last weekend, I had a movie night with friends, and I was like, I had so much fun. It's such an easy way to share what's going on. Do you think learners should memorize these phrases, Mrs. Tina?
Not memorize like a robot, Mia. It's more about noticing them. When you hear have a good time or have a problem, try using it in your own life. Like, next time you're chatting with a friend, say, I had a great day. It's a tiny habit that builds confidence. And don't worry if you mess up, you'll get the hang of it.
I love that. It's like sneaking English into your day without stressing out. Okay, what's another verb? I'm pumped for this.
Let's do go. This one's super common. You use it for movement, like I go to school, or for activities like let's go shopping. Natives also use it in fun ways, like go crazy or go for it. It's such a versatile verb.
Oh, I use go all the time, like I'm going to the cafe or let's go grab some food. But I've noticed learners sometimes get confused with go and prepositions like go to, go on, or go for. Any tips, Mrs. Tina?
You're so right, Mia. Prepositions with go can be tricky. Here's a simple way to think about it. Go to is for places or destinations like I go to the park. Go on is more for events or things happening like what's going on? Or I went on a trip. Go for is for trying or choosing something like I'm going for the chocolate cake. Just practice one at a time. Maybe today try saying I'm going to the store. Tomorrow try I'm going for a walk. Small steps.
That's such a good way to break it down. I remember when I was a kid I'd say, let's go for ice cream. Every chance I got. My mom was like, Max, we're not made of ice cream. But it's such a fun verb to play with.
Haha, Max, I can totally picture you begging for ice cream. Okay, let's do one more verb for now. Mrs. Tina, what's a good one?
Let's talk about do. This one's a workhorse in English. You use it for actions like I do my homework, or questions like do you like coffee? Natives also use it in expressions like do the dishes or do your best. It's everywhere and it's so useful.
Oh yeah, do is like my go-to verb. Like at work, my boss is always like, Max, did you do that report yet? And I'm like, doing it now. It's also in so many questions, right? Like, what do you do for fun?
Exactly, Max. Do is a helper verb for questions and negatives like I don't know or do you want to come? But it's also great for general actions. A fun way to practice is to think about your day and use do to describe it. Like, I do yoga in the morning or I do my laundry on weekends. It's so simple but makes you sound super natural.
I love that idea. It's like a little game. Describe your day with do. Like today I could say, I did my podcast recording and I'm doing great. It's so easy to slip into conversation. Max, what did you do today?
Oh, Mia, you're putting me on the spot. Let's see. I did some work, I did a quick workout. Well, quick is generous, and I'm doing this podcast with you guys. Not a bad day. How about you, Mrs. Tina? What do you do to unwind?
Oh, I love this question. After a long day, I do some gardening. It's so relaxing to dig in the dirt and plant flowers. And sometimes I do a little baking. Chocolate chip cookies are my specialty. What about you, listeners? Try using do to talk about your day. Pause the podcast and say one sentence out loud. It's such a fun way to practice.
That's such a great tip, Mrs. Tina. Okay, everyone, you heard her pause and say something you do every day. It's like a mini English workout. Wow, we've already covered be, have, go, and do. These verbs are so common, but they're so powerful. I feel like I'm already hearing them everywhere in my head.
Right. It's like once you notice them, you can't unnotice them. I'm already thinking about how I use these verbs without even realizing it. Mrs. Tina, any final thoughts before we keep going?
Just one thing, don't stress about getting these verbs perfect. The goal is to use them and have fun. Native speakers mess up too, you know? We say or mix things up sometimes. Just keep talking, keep practicing, and these verbs will feel like old friends.
I love that verbs as old friends. Okay, guys, we're just getting started with these 50 verbs, and we've got so many more to explore. But stay tuned, grab another coffee, and let's keep this conversation going. You're doing awesome, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to My English Podcast. I'm Nia, still here in our cozy virtual cafe, and I hope you're all feeling as warm and fuzzy as I am with my latte. We've been having such a fun chat about the 50 most used verbs in English and how natives really use them. Max, Mrs. Tina, you guys ready to keep this going?
Mia, I'm so ready. My cappuccino's still kicking, and I'm pumped to talk more verbs. Mrs. Tina, what's the next one on the list?
Oh, Max, I love your energy. Let's dive into make. This verb is everywhere. Natives use it for creating things like I make dinner, or for causing something like you make me laugh. It's super versatile, and it pops up in tons of everyday phrases.
Oh, I use make all the time, like I made a cake yesterday, or let's make a plan for the weekend. But I've noticed learners sometimes mix up make and do. Like, when do you use which one? That's so confusing.
You're so right, Mia. That's a classic question. Here's a simple way to think about it. Make is about creating or producing something like make a sandwich or make a mistake. Do is more about actions or tasks like do your homework or do the laundry. A fun tip is to think about the result. If you can see or touch the result, like a cake or a drawing, it's usually make. If it's more about completing a task, like exercising or cleaning, it's do.
That's such a good way to explain it. But I still mess it up sometimes. The other day I said, I'm gonna do a coffee, and my friend was like, what, you're brewing a whole coffee shop? I meant make a coffee. Total facepalm moment.
Oh, Max, that's too funny. Don't worry, even natives slip up sometimes. Those phrases like make a coffee or make a decision just take practice. A great way to learn is to pick one phrase a day. Like today, try saying, I made breakfast. Tomorrow, try I made a joke. It's like planting little seeds that grow into confidence.
I love that, little seeds of confidence. I remember when I was learning Italian, I kept saying the wrong verb for make, and my friend thought I was trying to say I built a house instead of made dinner. We laughed so hard. Okay, let's try a quick game. Max, Mrs. Tina, let's each say one thing we made today. I'll start. I made a new playlist for my workout.
Nice one, Mia. I made, let's see. I made a sandwich for lunch. Turkey and cheese, total masterpiece.
Oh, you're making me hungry, Max. I made a cup of tea this morning. Does that count? And I also made a phone call to my sister. It was so nice to catch up.
That totally counts, Mrs. Tina. Okay, listeners, your turn. Pause the podcast and say one thing you made today. It's such a fun way to practice make. All right, what's the next verb?
Let's go with get. This one's a favorite for natives because it's so flexible. You can use it for receiving things like I got a gift, or for reaching a place like I got to the airport. It's also in tons of expressions like get up, get ready, or get lost.
Oh man, get is my verb. Like every morning I'm like, I gotta get up, but my bed's like, nah, stay here. And then at work it's all, did you get that email? How do natives use get so much without thinking?
That's a great question, Max. Get is like a Swiss Army knife. It does so many jobs. Natives use it because it's short and easy. Instead of saying I received a package, we say I got a package. Instead of I arrived at the station, we say I got to the station. To sound natural, try swapping fancier words for get. Like, instead of I obtained a new phone, say I got a new phone. It's simpler and feels so native.
That's such a good tip. I use get all the time without noticing. Like, I got a text from my friend, or I'm getting tired. But I've seen learners struggle with expressions like get over it or get along. Can you break those down, Mrs. Tina?
Sure thing, Mia. Those are called phrasal verbs, where get teams up with another word to mean something new. Get over means to recover from something, like I got over my cold. Get along means to have a good relationship, like I get along with my coworkers. The trick is to learn them one at a time. Maybe start with get up. Everyone can practice saying, I get up at 7. It's such an easy one to use every day.
I'm all about get up. Though honestly, I'm more like, I get up, eventually. My alarm clock and I don't always get along. Haha, see what I did there?
Oh, nice one, Max. You're sneaking in those phrasal verbs. Okay, let's do another one. What's next, Mrs. Tina?
How about say? This one's super common. You use it for speaking, like I said hello, or reporting what someone said, like she said she's coming. Natives use say in casual ways, like what did you say? Or I'm just saying.
Yeah, say is everywhere. Like at the coffee shop today, the barista was like, what did you say your name was? And I'm like, Max, I said it 3 times. It's such a go-to verb for conversations.
Totally, Max. Say is great because it's so simple. You don't need fancy words like declare or announce. Just stick with say. A fun way to practice is to use it when you're chatting with friends. Like, I said to my friend, let's meet up later. Or when you're telling a story, my mom said, don't forget your jacket. It's so natural.
I love that. I'm always saying stuff like, my friend said this movie's amazing. But sometimes I hear learners use say when they mean tell. Like, is there a difference?
Great catch, Mia. Yes, there's a small difference. Say is about the words you speak, like I said, hi. Tell is about giving information to someone, and you usually say who you're telling. Like, I told my friend about the movie. You wouldn't say, I said my friend about the movie. A quick tip, if you're mentioning a person you're talking to, use tell. If you're just quoting words, use say.
That's so helpful. I never thought about that difference. Like I'd say, I told Mia to try this new cafe, but I said, this cafe's awesome. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Haha, there's get again.
You're on a roll, Max. Okay, let's do one more verb for this part. Mrs. Tina, what's a good one?
Let's talk about think. This one's huge because it's all about what's in your head. You use it for opinions like, I think this is fun, or planning like, I'm thinking about vacation. Natives also use it in casual ways like, what do you think? Or I think so.
Oh, I use think all the time. Like, I think I'll grab another coffee, or I was thinking about that new show. But sometimes it feels tricky, like when to say I think versus I'm thinking.
Good point, Max. I think is for opinions or beliefs, like I think learning English is fun. I'm thinking is more about what's happening in your mind right now, like I'm thinking about what to eat. A fun way to practice is to use think to share your ideas. Like, try saying, I think this podcast is awesome. It's so simple but sounds so natural.
I love that. I'm always saying, I think we should do this, or what do you think, Max? It's such an easy way to start a conversation. Okay, let's try another quick game. Let's each say one thing we think about today's topic. I'll go first. I think learning verbs like this is super helpful for sounding natural.
Nice one, Mia. I think this episode is making me notice how much I use these verbs every day. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Oh, I love that, Max. I think practicing these verbs in small ways, like in games or daily chats, is the best way to build confidence.
Totally agree, Mrs. Tina. Okay, listeners, your turn again. Pause and say one thing you think about your day, like, I think today is great. It's such a fun way to practice. Wow, we've covered make, get, say, and think already. These verbs are like the building blocks of English, right?
For sure, Mia. I'm already hearing them in my head everywhere. Mrs. Tina, any quick tips before we keep going?
Just one. Have fun with these verbs. Don't worry about being perfect. Try one new phrase each day, like I made a mistake, or I think this is cool. Little by little, you'll sound more like a native.
Love that advice. All right, everyone, grab another sip of your coffee or tea, and let's keep this verb party going. You're all doing amazing. Hey, everyone, welcome back to my English podcast. It's Mia here, still cozy in our virtual cafe, sipping on what's left of my latte. I hope you're all feeling good and ready for more verb fun. We've been chatting about the 50 most used verbs in English and how natives really use them. And it's been such a blast. Max, Mrs. Tina, you guys still with me?
Oh yeah, Mia, I'm right here, still rocking my cappuccino. Well, it's more like cappuccino number 2 now. I'm loving this verb talk. Mrs. Tina, what's the next verb we're diving into?
Max, Mia, I'm so ready. My tea's keeping me warm, and I'm excited to keep going. Let's talk about take. This verb is super common. Natives use it for grabbing things like I take my phone, or for actions like take a break or take a shower. It's everywhere and it's so useful.
Oh, I use take all the time, like I'm gonna take a walk or can you take a picture? But I've noticed learners sometimes get confused with take versus bring. Like, what's the deal with those two?
Great question, Mia. Here's a simple way to think about it. Take is about moving something away from where you are, like I take my book to school. Bring is about moving something toward where you are, like can you bring me a coffee? So if you're going somewhere, use take. If you're asking someone to come to you with something, use bring. A fun way to practice is to use take in your daily routine. Like, try saying, I take my bag to work.
That's such a clear way to explain it. I'm always saying stuff like, I took a nap this afternoon, or I'm taking the dog for a walk. But I totally get why it's confusing. Like one time I told my friend, take your jacket to the party, when I meant bring. He showed up with like 3 jackets and I was like, dude, what's with the jacket collection?
Oh, Max, that's hilarious. Those mix-ups happen and they make for great stories. The cool thing about take is how it shows up in so many phrases. Like take care, which means stay safe, or take your time, which means don't rush. Try using one of those today, like I'm taking my time with this podcast. It feels so natural.
I love that. I say take care all the time when I'm saying goodbye to friends, like, hey, take care, see you soon. Okay, let's play a quick game. Let's each say one thing we took today. I'll start. I took a selfie with my coffee this morning.
Nice one, Mia. I took a quick trip to the store to grab some snacks. Gotta keep the podcast fuel ready.
Oh, you two are so fun. I took a notebook to my class today to jot down some ideas. Okay, listeners, pause and say one thing you took today. It's such an easy way to practice take.
Totally, and it's so fun to think about these little moments in our day. All right, what's the next verb, Mrs. Tina?
Let's go with come. This one's huge. You use it for moving toward a place, like I come to the cafe, or for events like come on, let's go. Natives also use it in phrases like come back or come up with an idea. It's super flexible.
Oh yeah, come is everywhere. Like I'm always saying, come on Max, get it together, when I'm trying to motivate myself. Or like, when are you coming over? When I'm inviting friends. But I've heard learners say come when they mean go. What's up with that?
Good catch, Max. It's all about direction. Come is about moving toward the speaker, like come to my house. Go is about moving away, like go to the park. So if you're inviting someone, say, come to the party. If you're talking about leaving, say, I'm going to the party. A great way to practice is to use come when you're talking about your plans. Like, I'm coming to the cafe later. It's so simple but sounds so native.
That makes so much sense. I use come a lot, like, come on, let's watch a movie, or I came home late last night. I love how it feels so friendly, like you're inviting someone into your space. Any funny stories about come, Max?
Oh man, Mia, you're gonna love this. When I was learning Spanish, I kept using the wrong verb for come. One time I meant to say, come to my place, but I said something like, go to my place, and my friend was so confused. He was like, wait, am I going or coming? We laughed so hard.
That's too funny, Max. I had a student once who kept saying come for everything. He'd say, I come to the store, when he meant go. One day he said, I come to the moon. And the whole class lost it. We turned it into a joke, and he got so good at using come after that. Mistakes are just part of the fun.
I love that story. It's like the more you laugh, the more you learn. Okay, let's do another verb. What's next?
Let's talk about no. This one's super common. You use it for facts like I know the answer, or for people like I know Sarah. Natives also use it in phrases like I don't know, or you know what I mean? It's such a conversational verb.
Oh yeah, I say I don't know probably 10 times a day. Like, what's for dinner? I don't know. Or at work, do you know where the meeting is? It's like my brain's default setting sometimes.
Haha, Max, that's so true. I don't know is like a universal phrase. Natives use no to sound casual and connect with people. Like, instead of saying, I'm aware of that, we just say, I know. A fun way to practice is to use no when you're chatting with friends. Like, I know, right? When you agree with someone. It's so easy and makes you sound super natural.
I love saying, I know, right? It's like my go-to when my friends are talking about something we all get. Like, this coffee is so good, and I'm like, I know, right? But sometimes learners use know when they mean meet. Like, I knew her yesterday. Can you explain that, Mrs. Tina?
Great point, Mia. No is about having information or a relationship, like, I know my neighbor. Meet is about seeing someone for the first time, like, I met her yesterday. So, if it's your first time with someone, use meet. If you already have a connection, use know. Try practicing with, I know my best friend really well. It's a great way to start.
That's so helpful. I remember when I met my buddy Jake for the first time, I said, nice to meet you, not nice to know you. But now I'd say, I know Jake so well. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this.
You're killing it, Max. Okay, let's do one more verb for this part. Mrs. Tina, what's a good one?
Let's go with want. This one's super common because it's all about desires. You use it for things you need or wish for, like, I want a coffee, or I want to learn English. Natives use it in casual ways, like, do you want to hang out? Or, I don't want to go.
Oh, want is my jam. Like, I want pizza for dinner, or I want to sleep all day. It's so straightforward. But I've noticed natives say wanna a lot. Like, wanna grab a drink. Is that okay to use?
Great observation, Max. Wanna is just a casual way of saying want to. Natives use it all the time in conversation, like, wanna come over? Or, I wanna watch a movie. It's totally okay to use, especially with friends. Just maybe not in super formal situations like a job interview. A fun way to practice is to use want to talk about your day. Like, I want to relax tonight. It's so simple but sounds so natural.
I love that. I'm always saying, I want to go to the beach, or do you want to try this new cafe? It's so easy to slip into conversation. Let's do a quick game. Let's each say one thing we want right now. I'll go first. I want another latte, but I probably shouldn't.
Haha, Mia, you and your lattes. I want to finish this podcast and then chill with some music. That's my vibe right now.
Oh, you two are so fun. I want to bake some cookies later. Maybe I'll share with you guys. Listeners, pause and say one thing you want right now. It's such a great way to practice.
I love these games. They make learning feel so easy. Wow, we've covered take, come, know, and want in this part. These verbs are like the glue of conversation, right?
Totally, Mia. I'm starting to notice how much I use these without thinking. Mrs. Tina, any quick tips before we keep going?
Just keep it fun and simple. Try using one of these verbs today, like I took a walk or I want some tea. Little moments like that build your confidence, and soon you'll be using them like a native.
Perfect advice, Mrs. Tina. All right, everyone, grab another sip of your drink and let's keep this verb party going. You're all doing so great. Hey, everyone, we're back for the final stretch of My English podcast. It's Mia here, still cozy in our virtual cafe, though my latte's long gone, might need a refill soon. We've been having such a blast talking about the 50 most used verbs in English and how natives really use them. Max, Mrs. Tina, you guys still feeling the vibe?
Oh, Mia, I'm all in. My cappuccino's down to the last sip, but I'm pumped to finish strong. These verbs are like my new best friends now. Mrs. Tina, what's the next one we're tackling?
Max, Mia, I'm loving this energy. My tea's still warm, and I'm ready to wrap this up with some great verbs. Let's start with see. This one's super common. You use it for looking at things like I see a bird, or for understanding like I see what you mean. Natives also use it in phrases like see you later or let's see.
Oh, I say see all the time, like I saw a great movie last night, or see you tomorrow. But I've noticed learners sometimes mix up see, look, and watch. That can get tricky, right?
You're so right, Mia. Here's a simple way to sort it out. See is about noticing something with your eyes, like I see the sunset. Look is about directing your eyes on purpose, like look at that dog. Watch is about paying attention over time, like I watch TV. A fun way to practice see is to use it when you're out and about. Like try saying, I see a cool shop. It's so easy and sounds supernatural.
That's such a clear breakdown. I'm always saying stuff like, I saw my friend at the mall, or I see what you're saying. But I totally get why it's confusing. Like one time I told my cousin, watch the sky, when I meant look, and he was staring for like 10 minutes waiting for something to happen. Poor guy.
Oh, Max, that's too funny. Those mix-ups are so normal. The cool thing about see is how it pops up in casual phrases. Like see you later is basically how we say goodbye. Or let's see when you're thinking about something, like let's see what's for dinner. Try using see you with a friend today. It's such a friendly, native-sounding phrase.
I love that. I say see you all the time, like see you at the party. Okay, let's do a quick game. Let's each say one thing we saw today. I'll start. I saw a super cute puppy on my walk this morning.
Nice, Mia. I saw a new food truck near my place. Tacos, here I come.
Oh, you two are making my day. I saw a beautiful flower in my garden this morning. Okay, listeners, pause and say one thing you saw today. It's such a fun way to practice see.
These games are the best. All right, what's the next verb, Mrs. Tina?
Let's go with like. This one's huge because it's all about your feelings. You use it for things you enjoy, like I like pizza, or people like I like my teacher. Natives also use it in questions like, do you like to dance? Or casually like, it's like so cool.
Oh man, like is my verb. I'm always saying, I like this song, or I don't like mornings. And yeah, I totally use like as a filler word, like it's like super fun. Is that okay for learners to do?
Great question, Max. Using like as a filler, like it's like awesome, is super common for natives, especially younger people. It's fine for learners to use it in casual settings to sound natural, but maybe not in formal stuff like a presentation. A great way to practice like is to talk about your favorites. Like try saying, I like coffee in the morning. It's so simple and helps you share who you are.
I love that. I'm always saying, I like hanging out with friends, or I like this podcast, don't you? It's such a warm, friendly verb. Any tips for using it confidently, Mrs. Tina?
Just use it to express yourself. When you're chatting, say what you like about your day. Like, I like sunny weather, or I don't like traffic. It's a great way to connect with people. And don't worry if you overuse it at first. Natives do that too. Just have fun with it.
I'm all about having fun with it. Like I was telling my friend, I totally like this new game. And he was like, Max, how many likes can you fit in one sentence? We cracked up.
Haha, Max, you're a like champion. Okay, let's do another verb. What's next?
Let's talk about give. This one's super common. You use it for handing over things like I give you my book, or for actions like give me a call. Natives also use it in phrases like give up or give it a try. It's such a generous verb.
Oh yeah, I use give a lot. Like, I gave my mom a hug, or give me a second, I'm thinking. But I've heard learners say give when they mean offer. Like, what's the difference?
Good catch, Max. Give is about actually handing something over, like I gave her my pen. Offer is about suggesting or proposing something, like I offered her my pen, but she didn't take it. A fun way to practice give is to use it in small ways. Like, try saying, I gave my friend some advice. It's so easy and sounds so natural.
I love that. I'm always saying, give me a minute. Or, I gave a gift to my sister. It's such a kind verb, like you're sharing something. Let's do a quick game. Let's each say one thing we gave recently. I'll start. I gave my neighbor some cookies yesterday.
Sweet Mia. Literally. I gave my buddy a ride to the gym this morning. Felt like a hero.
Oh, you two are so generous. I gave my students some extra practice sheets today. Okay, listeners, pause and say one thing you gave recently. It's such a great way to practice.
These games make it so fun to learn. All right, let's do one last verb to wrap this up. Mrs. Tina, what's a good one?
Let's end with feel. This one's all about emotions or sensations. You use it for how you're doing, like I feel happy, or physical stuff like I feel cold. Natives also use it in phrases like I feel like dancing or it feels right.
Oh, feel is so my vibe. Like, I feel awesome today, or I'm feeling hungry. But I've noticed learners sometimes use feel when they mean think. Like, I feel it's a good idea. Is that okay?
Great question, Max. Feel is about emotions or senses, like I feel tired or I feel like it's going to rain. Think is about opinions or logic, like I think it's a good idea. They can overlap sometimes, but if you're talking about a gut feeling, use feel. A fun way to practice is to describe your day with feel. Like, I feel excited about this podcast. It's so simple and helps you connect.
I love that. I'm always saying, I feel so good after a workout. Or, I feel like eating ice cream. It's such a personal verb. Any funny stories about feel, Max?
Oh man, Mia, you're gonna laugh. When I was learning French, I kept using the wrong verb for feel. I meant to say, I feel happy, but I said something like, I touch happy, and my teacher was like, Max, are you hugging happiness? Total fail.
Oh, Max, that's priceless. I had a student who kept saying, I feel hot, when he meant I'm hot, as in temperature. One day, he said it in class, and everyone thought he was talking about looking cool. We all laughed, and he learned to use feel the right way after that.
That's so cute. Okay, let's do one last game. Let's each say how we feel right now. I'll go first. I feel so happy to be here with you guys and our listeners.
Awesome, Mia. I feel super pumped to finish this episode. It's been such a fun ride.
Oh, you too. I feel so grateful to share this with you. Okay, listeners, pause and say how you feel right now. It's such a great way to wrap up.
Wow, we've covered so many verbs today. Be, have, go, do, make, get, say, think, take, come, know, want, see, like, give, and feel. That's a lot, but they're so powerful. I feel like I'm hearing them everywhere now.
Totally, Mia. It's like these verbs are the backbone of every conversation. I'm already thinking about how I use them without even noticing.
That's the magic of it, Max. These verbs are like your English toolkit. Keep using them in small ways. Say one sentence a day, like I see a cool view or I feel great. Little by little, you'll sound so natural.
I love that, our English toolkit. All right, listeners, you've been amazing sticking with us through all these verbs. Try picking one or two to use today and let us know how it goes. Max, Mrs. Tina, any final words?
Just keep it fun, everyone. These verbs are your friends. Mess up, laugh, try again. You got this.
Absolutely, Max. Be kind to yourself as you learn. These verbs are simple, but they'll take you so far. Keep practicing and you'll be chatting like a native in no time.
Perfect way to end it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us at My English Podcast. grab another coffee, keep practicing those verbs, and we'll see you next time.